Right, hello everybody. Bit of a cold, so I'm starting to lose my voice. So sorry if it's a bit well, gurgly or gruff. So today I'm working on I'm going to be taking the fuel pump out, the diesel pump. It is leaking diesel. You can see over there, there's quite a puddle, and there's quite a puddle under where the car's parked here, depending on when I park up every time I come back. So I'm going to be taking the fan cowl off and the fan, but just taking out the air intake pipes and intake manifold. So that's that for the moment. I've blanked off, well, packed these to stop getting dust and dirt getting in. Then I'll be taking the injector pipes off. I'll put a photo and probably put a white mark on, or I'll just make sure I know which connections to go back into behind here. I'll take these fuel inlet lines off and bleeder pipes off. And I'm also going to be doing the glow plugs again. Probably serves us right for buying a cheaper brand for the first time around I did it. But they're struggling, it's struggling to start up again. So I'm guessing that's a glow plug issue. But just sort of film where I am today, where I'm up to, taking these pipes back off again, more coolant I'll need to put back on. Actually, I've super glued that, there's a crack on there, but that looks like it's sealed up quite nicely actually. This is leaking for some reason, so they've put a Jubilee clip on. I'll take that off I think, and I'll just put this clip back on, or put a new one back on. But that's it for now, so I'll let you know, I'll give you a further update later on. Ciao for now. Right, hello again. So I'll show you where I've got up to. I can't remember, I think I took the inlet manifold off last time. So this time I've taken the fuel lines off. They come off in two sections. I was trying to battle to get the bottom ones off on the actual pump, but if you remove the first three first, take the top layer off here, and then you can access the bottom ones more easily. I didn't know that. I thought they were all in one, clipped up together, but that's the way it is. So 3 and then 3. It's much easier to do. You disconnect the multi-plug. It's underneath there, you can see the pins there. It's a stop solenoid connector there. Actually, you can't just see it there. It's an 8mm, I think. It's easy to do. And you need to disconnect the pressure switch, which is just down there with my fingernail ends. You can see it there. Easy to do. So I'm at the stage now where I've tightened up. There's the locating pin. You can just see it there where my fingernail is. That goes through into the flywheel. So that's at top dead centre. You can just about see the cam in there. No, you can't. I was going to get my torch and I've forgotten to bring that with us. There you go. Ah, that's better. So it's sort of level with that line. It's not exact, but it's if I turned it any more, well, that, if I show you, I'll just turn the position of the camera. I'll get this. Can you see in there? No, you can't really. I don't know if you can see, but the Woodruff key isn't quite top dead centre. But I don't know if that matters. That cam lobe's roughly in line with the guide bar at the top there, and the pin went in and it's locked off and I can't move. I've rotated the crank pulley round and it won't move anymore, the crank pulley, so I'm sure that pin's in. So we're now at the stage where there's nothing. There's 3 bolts holding the pump in. 1, 2, it's hidden down there, you can't see it. And there's another bracket. Where is it? There it is. Here. There's another nut goes on the back of there. So that's the 3 nuts holding it in from the back. There's another brass nut inside there I've removed. So I need the specialty tool now, and I'll screw that on. And then you put the central bolt through the specialty tool and it pushes, hydraulic action pushes the pump back out. It's all locked off. I think it's alright. Probably go wrong, but hopefully not. Fingers crossed and wishes luck. I'm about to get the pump out now. I'll get back to you when I've done it. I thought I'd quickly go through some of the sizes as well, just while we're here. So for the crank pulley, and you'll need the 21mm socket, and for the nut that holds the pump on the inside, you'll need the 21 socket as well for that. So they're the same size for that. That's your nut that holds the pump inside, where the woodruff key is, the shaft. This is a 17mm positive hex socket. You'll need that for this cap, and that's me removal tool for the pump. So I haven't done that bit yet, but I'll get round to that. For the I've removed the nuts on the pump on the rear. That one's an absolute nightmare to get at, but it's off. Same with that one's off, and the one down the bottom, that's another funny one to get to. For some reason I found it's very likely was it 12mm fits that, so that's either side, 12, and this one actually I had to use a 13 socket for. Let's have a look. Yes, for whatever reason that's a 13, so that's the lowest one, the third one at the rear of the pump. For whatever reason they decided to use 13. That was another 5 minutes wasted trying to get a 12mm spanner on it. So we're at the stage now where I think that's all the spanners you need for the pump, I think. Yeah, I believe so. So there we go. So this is where we're at now, ready to take the pump out. I believe there's nothing else holding it in, so I'll get on with that and then get back to you in a second. Right, so there we have it. It's out. So it was a bit of a job. You always feel the fear factors on, like the woodruff key's gonna fall out or something like that's gonna happen. It's always a feeling of dread. It was a bit of a pain to get out actually. It was catching on that another sensor cable down there for the oil filler, or the oil fuel, sorry, the oil filter. Excuse me. There she is. Bits of rubber, plenty of oil. Debris. Seems relatively alright in terms of, well, not in terms of fuel leak, but in condition. I'll come round here. Well, actually just for myself to have a look. In there will be the specialty tool holding that in. I'll give that a clean up before I put it back in. I've still got to do the I can't get that straight, I don't think. There we go, just straight as I can get it at the angle. The camera doesn't help that the camera's on the other side of the phone. But there we go. So actually that's what I was going to look for. Was any nuts and bolts down there? Lost quite a few nuts off the exhaust intake manifold, or rather the air intake manifold. No, there's nothing down there. Just connect that wire in, just so I know where everything goes, wherever it's gone. There it is. Oh. It goes on. Does it go on that way or that way? Looks like that way. There we go. Right. There we go. So I'll take that indoors now, then I'll do a video on the teardown.